I'm not saying Tuchel's a bad coach. I'm just telling you that.
But it's that
not
goals
a huge
against.
change.
It's that goals against, isn't it, Steve?
Yes.
11 games,
100%.
no defeats. That is the big caveat to your argument.
100%, yeah. Can't argue with that at all.
Don, what do you think? Do you agree with what Stevie's saying?
I sort of do and I don't. The only thing I would say, Dan, is and I was trying to be loyal towards Frank, being a good friend of mine and the job that he done. But at the same time, when I watched Chelsea under Frank, I thought they were a little bit vulnerable. I thought they were a soft touch. I wasn't sure what results they were going to get. They were 50-50 games sometimes. The majority of them went with him and some went against him. But I've got to say, Thomas Tuchel's come in and done extremely well. 11 games in, 9 clean sheets. That is impressive. And I thought that was their best performance tonight against Everton. I thought they looked sharp. Kai Havertz looked fit. He potentially could have had a couple of goals, one chalked off for a handball and one chalked off that it was an own goal. But I just think there's been a change, I think, in the mentality amongst the Chelsea players.
Frank, you've been a big critic of Kai Havertz since he made that big move from Germany. Was this his best game in the Chelsea shirt today?
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's an encouraging performance, even if I think he can do much better, because I saw him playing for Leverkusen last season, and he was much, much better than even today. So, of course, I'm expecting a lot from a talented player, and not because of the price that he's been paid or he's been transferred. It's just because of the quality that he showed when he was playing in the German league. I'm sure he can do much better, but he's on his way back to his best, and I wish him the best. We don't have many things to say about that game. Chelsea deserved to win. I think Everton was really poor, didn't show much during that game. Chelsea did what they know what to do. It means defending well, as Stevie said, and they scored 2 goals, and that's it. And they had 4 or 5 chances by especially Timo Werner to score another goal. But don't forget that we were waiting in the corner for Chelsea by the game that they had, Atletico and some other games, Liverpool, now Everton, and they won all those games. So they're doing great right now. Nothing much to say. It's not very entertaining, I would say, but they do the job.
Don, you mentioned a change in mentality. How has Tuchel done it?
I think by hard work, Dan. I think he's worked on the defence. It's quite clear that he's went for clean sheets before trying to get his operators at the top end of the pitch flowing. You see Christian Pulisic's hardly played. Kai Havertz has hardly played. Timo Werner's slightly coming back to form, not at his best. He was on at him all game. He was shouting and screaming at him all game. So he obviously wants more from him. But I think you can see what he's building and what he's trying to do. And he's trying to make them tight at the back. And that's what you've got to do as a manager. It's okay when you're beating teams by 3 and 4 and you look good and you look silky and everything's going your way. But when you come into a job, you've got to get the major players on board. You've got to instill what, you're the boss. It's going to be your way or you'll be out, even though Thomas Tuchel might be there for a couple of years, probably at best. But you're seeing his results. And as the boy's saying, it's not spectacular, but you're guaranteed now as a Chelsea fan, when you're watching them, they're going to be tight and hard to beat.
Someone who's obviously impressed since Tuchel's taken over. You've got Alonso that has come in, Stevie, and also Thomas Tuchel has brought in Hudson-Odoi more and more as well.
Yep.
What's the difference between the way in which a manager sees these players? So why is Tuchel using them more? What is he liking that they do that Frank Lampard didn't?
Well, the difference the way he's playing, he's particularly asking the likes of Ziyech when he plays on that side to come inside. And Hudson-Odoi at his best is a guy going at the fullback. So little situations like that is why he plays Hudson-Odoi, because he's probably the purest winger that Chelsea have in the squad. And Thomas Tuchel, as a coach, obviously likes watching one of his attackers going after a fullback. And so if you don't play him, that doesn't really happen. So that would be one suggestion why Hudson-Odoi has played more under Thomas Tuchel.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.